Greetings, programs. This is Let's Code a Full 90, where we'll take the next hour and a half to dig into some source code and try to make our little part of the world a bit of a better place. I'm your host, Rob Menching, and today we'll be working on the WiX Toolset again. Last week we had a great moment when we finally got to take care of incremental build for MSIs, MSMs, and WiX libs and extensions, and having all those in the mix together, which took care of some of the oldest bugs out there on the WiX toolset, which was just fantastic to have that working. Felt great to get that done. I was hoping maybe to get Tim back on so we could go back to his project, but he's been busy right now. So we'll go that. I have some ideas on how to get into the second half and probably the last part of fixing his little project. So we'll see when he's available and we'll pick that up again. So today, I figured we'd do something in an area we haven't done yet. Instead of fixing bugs, we're going to go take care of a couple of feature requests that are open in my little world of the WiX toolset and knock out a couple more bugs. So I've been fixated on this number here of 45 open. It was 50. It was above 50, which would give you 2 pages of bugs to sort through in GitHub. As you can see, I'm down here at 2, which is a fantastic feeling, and getting rid of those, taking care of those 3 incremental build fixes last week was just a huge release. So we're at 45, got to get down to 0 so that we can get WiX 4 out the door. These are my bugs that are assigned to me for WiX 4. When these are 0 and everybody else's are 0, we're done. Now, more will come in. I don't think 45 is the number of bugs I have to fix between now and then, but this is what we're working for. It feels really good. So not all of these are bugs. These are issues too. And I thought, like I said, we'd do something different, and we pick up a couple of the features that are in here that have been hanging out on the WiX 4 chopping block for quite a while. And in this case, I figured we'd go somewhere different. We've been in the compiler when we were working on documentation. We basically drop into various parts of the compiler and see how the recursive descent parser works its way through. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's just the mechanics of honestly spitting out useful errors for users when they do the wrong thing. There's that. And then there is the, let's see, the other thing we then worked on is, we were down in the binder quite a bit, the back end for the Windows installer, as we were hunting down all of those different incremental build issues that were in there, so you could kind of see the back half of the WiX toolset. So I thought we'd do something different today, and we jump way to the front of the pipeline, of the build pipeline, and we do these things with the preprocessor. There are 2 issues open against the preprocessor to basically make it friendlier, easier to use, less surprising. The preprocessor in general is, it's based on the C++ language, so the fact that we have a preprocessor at all is kind of unusual. And honestly, a lot of the things in the things you can do in the preprocessor, I'm not happy that we let you do. But there are things we could certainly do, and we'll look at these 2 issues that can make it a little bit easier to get a hold of. We're not going to touch on the things I don't like. We're going to focus on the areas of things that should work. So there's this one where the goal is, if you do, let's see, if you say if, and this variable will always evaluate to true, even if the value underneath it is falsy, something like 0 or blank or false. If the variable, the preprocessor variable evaluates to something like that, you might expect the if statement to go, the value of this variable is false, therefore it should not include this content. And it's a little bit weird. I think it just says, hey, is this variable exist? If A exists, therefore it is true, which is a little bit surprising and not what people would expect. So we're going to try to go ahead and fix that one. We're going to try, see how far we get on that. And then the next one is this issue here, where if you have an expression with double equals, so you say if some variable and you say if equals this, then you'll get a really nasty error message saying that this sub-expression and this, invalid sub-expression of whatever value you're comparing to on the other side. And one of the big problems here is that the preprocessor uses a single equals for its if statement completions, which is definitely weird given that I said these things are based off of C++. And who can keep track of all of the different complexities in, is there a single equals or double equals and yada, yada, yada. So I think what we're going to do in the if statement is we're just going to say that equals and double equals are the same and for equality tests for the if statement. And so we'll keep the backwards compatibility for all the old equals stuff. And anybody that wants to put double equals will not be unpleasantly surprised to find out, and certainly will improve this error message. So I think these are the two things we're going to tackle, both of them in the evaluation of the expression in the if statement. Zach, definitely doing some of those things you don't want people to do with the preprocessor. So I'm going to throw this out here for all of you on the stream. You get the early look and ideas that I have beyond WiX 4, because right now WiX 4 is kind of locked and loaded, and I have to resist the urge to go think about the things that I want to improve. And one of the things I'm looking at doing is reducing the use of the preprocessor in the WiX language. It leads to lots of bad behaviors in the WiX toolset, and people abuse it because it feels natural. I guess it feels more natural like C++, and there are some patterns that it allows you to do that are important that you can't do without the preprocessor, but also allows you to do lots and lots and lots of bad things. And so I want to try to get those things that need to be in the language in WiX 5, and then basically start getting rid of the preprocessor for most of everything else, to the point it's essentially, I feel like we're kind of following the same path that the C# folks did from C++. It's like, yeah, here's the good things from that language, and here are the bad things from that language. And the preprocessor, for example, at least the full complexity of the preprocessor is one of those bad things. It's one I want to tackle that in the WiX toolset. But that's a WiX 5 thing. That's not here. It's not today. Today, we're going to jump in and see what we can do with the preprocessor. All right, so in Visual Studio, let's bring up the preprocessor first. So the preprocessor is in core. Preprocessor. Whoa, that was not what I expected. All right, there we go. Let's see, we'll make it a little bigger. Is that bigger? There we go, bigger. That's, all right. I think we'll call that good. All right, so we're in the core, in the preprocessor. The preprocessor is extensible through extensions, so it has the preprocessor context and things like that. There's still a lot of things in the preprocessor that I'm not thrilled with the way it works. So we're not here to pass too much judgment or necessarily to improve this code a lot. Again, given that I want to rethink the preprocessor more in 5. We're not going to do a lot in here, but we do want to clean up the if statement. So we're going to have to try to find where the if processing is in here. It's been a long time since I've been in the preprocessor. And then we'll go up from there. There are some errors. These are probably language issues. Yeah. Unnecessary value to name. Yeah, I don't really like that error. That's the same thing. Use pattern matching. Oh, yes, we can. We'll go ahead and do that real quick just because we're here. Really? Let's try that again. It indented the code when I did that, which was not fun. Is document. There we go. Drop down here. Yeah, so a number of these things. Let's see, this should go better now that we're not inside an if statement. Yeah, that's better. This is really nice language stuff. You know, it's just nice improvements to this C# language that they've been doing over time. It's kind of stuff I wish we were doing more of in WiX 4. We'll see. WiX 5, maybe we'll get there. Unnecessary value assignment. Yeah, except I kind of like having it assigned to a value that you expect. Anyway, same with that. And this is another one of those as that. All right, cool. I'm going to ignore a few of those dots. I should go find this rule and tell it that I'm not really interested in it. Because otherwise you have to declare this as a bool with nothing in it and then work your way through all the code. Oh, ref. And that's one of the things we're going to find in the preprocessor is ref, which is always kind of one of those sketchy things of that. Yeah, we're still finding the fact that someone did C++ switch statement indenting rules to C#. Well, yeah, I don't even know what the rules were. Back when a lot of the WiX toolset was set, and what the indentation recommendations were for switch statements way back when in .NET 1.0.1.1 timeframe. So there is definitely something to be said for leveraging the power of the of Visual Studio's editor config and doing a massive sweep through all the WiX code. Again, probably at the beginning of something like .NET or of WiX 5 to just normalize all the code and sweep out a lot of the old ways of doing things. We have a lot of constants on the left as well that maybe we should not do that in C# because that's not really a thing. It has its place in C++, C++ because they don't check the same, but C#, it's really not necessary. It looks weird and everybody thinks it looks weird, and we've been slowly fixing it, but there are still places where you'll see C# code being written like this because everybody working on the WiX toolset were C developers, C++ developers, and we got used to this style. So this looked natural. But now whenever you see this in C#, everyone's kind of like, why do you do that? There's no value in doing that. So we'll eventually get there. Okay, cool. Let's see. Evaluate expression. But we can keep array lists, right? No. God, array lists and that's the other thing. Array list and hash table. That's the other one, right? Array list and hash table. Terrible, terrible things. All right, so here's our expression evaluator, which I think we may have hit upon it right here, just as I was wandering the code. Set that bookmark. Yep, I think we're probably there. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Bob, I thought that, but then I swear I did a test and where I said if I equals 0 and then C++ compiler just let that through the wrong way. It should have said, no, you do not do assignments inside if statements. Maybe I didn't have my warnings set correctly to get that, but even then I was just like, really? I would have thought that C++ would have prevented that kind of thing, because who does a assignment in an if statement and expects that code to be understandable, not get misread by at least one other person as they work their way through. All right, cool. So I think we found a wrap up wording levels of code analysis. Yeah, that's probably true. We probably should do that. All right, so I think we found our place. Now, before I wanted to get too deep in here, I wanted to go back and get some tests. Now, one of the things I noticed is that we have our integration test, but we don't actually have a test just for the core. We've been leaning heavily on this integration test that essentially takes WiX source code and runs it through the whole process and then spits out the answer. And that's fine because testing the whole pipeline has a lot of value because there's a lot of things that go on through the whole process. But the preprocessor is very isolatable, can be isolated pretty easily. So I was hoping there would be a project that I could use already, but there isn't. There is one for burn. I don't remember what was, no. Yeah, and this one just tests one of the internal things of the burn integration, the burn pipeline. So I guess I could. One of the issues is that as you create more of these assemblies, I just find it takes longer and longer to run the tests just by having them in separate assemblies. But it's probably the right thing to do. I guess just add another test assembly in here. And I guess that's what I'm going to do here. I don't know. All right, I'm going to do it just because it's the correct thing to do, and then I'll decide if maybe there's some value and try to consolidating some of these because it takes so much longer. Oh, that was my recent projects. Tests. You know what? I don't like the file new project dialog. We're just going to drop over the compiler and copy one of the existing tests because we have it. Source, WiX, test. We have the burn test. So you know what? I'm just going to copy this. WiX toolset.core, WiX toolset test.core. Well, Zach's watching on the phone. That's what he gets for abusing the preprocessor, I think. That and writing assignment statements and if statements. Assignments in if statements. All these things make sense now. Core, burn, WiX Toolset, core. I just need the CS proj. Oh, no, I want that. Yes, and then we'll just rename it. All right, whatever. This without that. This should be enough. All right. Why do I copy it? Because there's all these little things that I want to make sure I get exactly the same. For us, just like, you know, the header and things like that. And I think I pretty much will want everything else in here. So yeah, it's a good place to start. .NET Core App 3.1, false embedded, debug. I don't know that we need to embed the debug, but whatever. Sign output, and then the project reference to the core, since that's the only thing we're doing, and then the project reference to the test tools. That'll be great. And let's do that. All right, great. I will add tests from here. Great. So let's go add our existing project. That is basically empty. Where am I? Source test. Where am I? Oh, I'm in WiX for source. Sorry. WiX test. WiX Toolset test. Core. Wait a minute. What did I do? WiX Toolset test. Back over here to this. What did I do? Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong folder tree. I'm over in my working folder as opposed to the get let's code tree. There we go. All right, here we are in let's code. Gotta remember that. Okay, great. Dependencies. Are you unhappy with the package reference? Nope. Okay, you're all happy. Good. So let's go ahead and I will grab, is this fixture good? Yeah, that fixture's fine. And what are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this the preprocessor fixture. Now we're gonna see how much infrastructure do I have to put together to make this thing work. All right, we don't need any of those. We definitely don't want you, but we will want that. All right, and fix our namespace. There we go. All right. All right, let's just go with can preprocess. Okay, so I want, in your defense. Okay, that's right. I wrote the same line to test the compiler to see that if it was still letting me do it, and it was, and I was disappointed. So on that front, I got you. All right, let's go to our service provider, new WiX tools. Whoa, wait. Did that say pre? No, okay. I was gonna say, does that say preprocessor? Preprocessor is not publicly exposed. So we go WiX Toolset. All right, service provider, factory. Now, factory dot create service provider. There we go. Cool. Var preprocessor equals sp dot get service. That one, please. I preprocessor. Yes. And I don't have that unless I add the extensibility. Yay, there we go. Cool. Now we have a preprocessor. Preprocessor dot preprocess. Creative. Takes a context. Fine. Equal sp dot get service. It's a little weird that we get our context like this, but it allows us to have a single preprocess context. Extensibility, thank you. There. Context dot cancellation token. Okay, I don't know if I need that. Current source line number, I don't think I need. I don't want most of those things. Source path. Oh, really? Service provider equals sp. Context dot, nope, sorry, that's read only because it gets set internally. Context dot, oh, does it have to be a source path? Let's go look at the preprocessor. What? Fine. All right, now can you jump to it, please? Thank you. All right, take the context, do that, preprocess state. We create a reader from the source path. Okay. Somehow, I thought the preprocessor would let me process a XML document, but it does not. It only allows me to process a source path. Unless there's an override. Was there an override? Ah, there is. There we go. There's the XML reader. Okay. Okay, cool. So the question is, what's the best way to test this? Is it easiest to write an XML document with preprocess instructions into it, run it through here, and then compare against the output file? I'm inclined to say yes, that might be easiest. Just to create a bunch of input before and after, basically, documents, as opposed to trying to write the XML inside the C# code, which is always kind of fugly when you get into the, here's all the bits and pieces of the XML. All right, I'm going to start with that and see how that goes. So typically we create a folder here, call it test data. All right, we're going to start with the double equals. I don't know why, but that's what we're going to start with. So let's see, add a new item. And let's see, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to change it in the end anyway. What am I doing here? A double equals before dot WXS? Yeah, sure, do that. WiX, close WiX. There we go. If A equals 0, define A equals 0. Fragment. There we go. There. This has to be valid XML, but that should be enough. So that's our before. And if we copy this and we do our after, make sure I open the right file, then, oh, my define, there we go. Can you treat this as XML, please? Maybe if I close it, open it again. Before and after. There we go. All right, great. After, no if statements, that, and then we just have to get the white space right. No problem. Great. So what do? We go something like, oh, we don't have to do that. All right. Before path equals test data, please. Thank you. Get test data. What am I calling this? Double equals before.wxs. Cool. And after path. Before, after. So far, so good. Context before path. I guess I could just assign that straight up. That makes sense, Rob. There we go. How much of the context do I need to fill in? I don't know. Let's go ahead and drop it in. The preprocessor gives me a document. Oh, it gives me a result. Result equals that. Unnecessary, oh, whatever. Okay. And validate file, create file, open. Interesting. We failed to create the file. What was the exception? Could not find part of the path. Oh, because I have not added the important parts to our project, which is the, if we look at test integration, see we have this thing that says copy all of our test data as content. There we go. Copy all of our test data as content. Thank you. Thank you. Run. Great. I'm going to pin you. Now you should be failing with something else. Found invalid sub-expression, bearing 0, and expression A. Hey, look at that. We've reproduced the error quite quickly. That's fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this so that when we get it right, we're basically in the right place. Okay. You'll want to use a test file system. Do I need to use a test file system? I'm not going to write any files, I don't think. I think I just have to read this. I think. Let me see. Var result. So var result. No. Result dot. I'm pretty sure this comes back as an X document. Yep. That's what I expected. So I want to get the X document because in the end I want to try to use WiX assert compare line by line. Because its error reporting is pretty good. When you have lots of text, it will print out errors that are lines that are missing, how many were missing, all kinds of. It's a better than what you get in the XUnit test. So here we're going to do our expected equals file. Can I get IO? Thank you. Read all lines. Yeah, read all lines after path. I don't like calling this after. I should call this expected. All right, I'll rename that in a bit. So that's expected, and then let's get the actual. Let's see, best way to do that. Result dot document dot to string, maybe actual equals string dot split. I don't know if this is going to give me what I want, but it might. /r/n. Right? Split. Oh. Oh, the string. The split goes on the thing I want to split. I think that's what I want. Cool. Let's make this fail in our test code for a second. Change that to an equals. Oh wait, it passed. Yay, woohoo! Yeah, awesome. So let's see, double equals. All right, how about I change this? I don't like this name. I want to change this to double equals, WXS. I want to change this to double equals expected. I think that matches the XUnit way better. Expected path. I don't know if I need that as a separate variable, but I don't know. Kind of nice to have that like that. Oh yes, not after. This is now expected before. There we go. All right. So I need some of these things. I need both the context and the preprocessor at the same time. That would avoid having the things. Test XML extension method. What's the test XML extension method? What's the name of it, Sean? Actual. That's all right. All right, let's see. Okay, I think I can also do this. Private static preprocessor result text test XML. No. Yeah, this. Yeah, there's this, but is it WiX assert.testxml? well, let me do this. I was doing this here. Let's see. Preprocess. I preprocess context. There we go. Then I will do this. Context.service provider that, and then I will do this. And then return the result. XML element extensions then? Did I spell that right? XML element extensions? No. Let's see here then. All right, then I'm gonna say private static, static I, preprocess context, get context, string path. And I wanna bring you guys in here, you here. Oops. Get the context, and then I should do the preprocesses. Preprocess. There we go. Context. All right, and then I could actually put all that in one. Do I need the context at all? Oh man, I probably don't need that at all, do I? And we will do one like that. There. Okay. So we've got the boilerplate out of the way. I don't know that I need all those exposed, but whatever. Don't know that I'll need to evaluate the context for other things. Okay. XML node extensions. Get test XML. Outer XML, get test XML, ignored attributes by element name. Okay. Get test XML. The string, ignored attributes. Tries a single quotes a strip being all namespaces. Oh. Yeah, I don't know that I need that. Because I'm just doing the preprocessor, it doesn't actually care about the namespaces at all in the WiX toolset. That's why we've seen people use the WiX namespace or the WiX preprocessor for processing random XML documents. Is there something that makes it easy to build? No. A string XML using single quotes and stripping all namespaces. Yeah. I think this will work because I like compare line by line. Okay, great. So we have that first one. Let's go ahead and see if we can write the test for the other feature. So what's that? This is always true regardless of the value of A. All right, now maybe I'm seeing where maybe I don't want to create a document for each of these. Do I? I don't know. What's easier to understand? All the separate documents or putting them as strings inside here? It's so hard to read the strings that we get white space issues. All right, let's do this one. Yeah, I hear it. Let me try real quick, see how these files go, and I may come to the same conclusion, Sean, that I don't like having all these files. But I'm gonna see here. Let's see. What do I want to say? I don't know. Falsy. Falsy if. I guess that's what I want to do. And I want another one that's truthy if, just so we get that right. All right, so falsy if. This should give us that. And what's the expected on that? None of these things actually. So if it's falsy, we expect none of that to exist. Now here, L equal 1. Yeah, I may look at the, that was what I was thinking was the conversion. Let's see how far this drives me batty quickly. Oops, wait, I forgot to save it. Oh well, all right. Truthy expected 1. Okay, wait. Truthy. Define A equals 1 if A, then that. So we would expect the fragment to be present. False F. These are pretty small though. Maybe they're not as bad as text. I could avoid the equals at least, or the expected. I don't know. Indecision, so early. Let's see. What would expected look like here if I didn't do this? So var expected would equal new. I guess it would look like this. Honestly, that's not bad. Probably worth it to do that, at the very least. Especially since they're not messing with attributes. Okay. All right, can process with double equals. That's not quite true. I'll have to do that. Process falsy. Am I spelling falsy correct? I don't know. It feels like I'm spelling it wrong. Is it F it? No, it must be. It's such a funky word anyway. It's fun. Yeah, the C#11 with the multi-line strings is definitely an interesting for this particular case. As soon as I saw that feature, I was like, oh, that's kind of a neat idea. I think we could use that in our tests. All right. All right. All you guys should be failing. Actually, no, not all failing. Right. All right, great. Yeah, that's what I said. I couldn't decide if it's false or false. All right. We're going to ask the internet. No, don't need to define falsy. Oh. No, it's falsely. False. Falsy. All right. The E is incorrect. I don't think I've ever written that word before. All right, we're getting rid of the expecteds here. There we go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. Falsy, truthy. That looks better without the EY in there. Matches the truthy well. All right, so we now have the truthy condition, the falsy condition, and the preprocessor with double equals, but this runs wrong. because it's not a double equals. Now it's a double equals, and now it's failing. There we go, with exception. All right. All right. Good. Okay. Typo already? I barely even started. You got to be more precise than that, Bob. I have line numbers, Bob. It's not. Did I? Oh, thank you. All right. That would have been terrifying. I would have been like running around going, "What the heck is going wrong?" Okay. Do I want space? It doesn't matter. Yes. Thank you. All right. So on to the preprocessor. I haven't looked at this code in, I honestly don't know how long. Quite a while. And we want to go back to where my bookmark was. Pretty sure we're in here. Yep. And let's see if we can find evaluate expression. Isn't that what we're in? Yep. Get parenthesis, substring, subexpression, start with keywords. Evaluate expressions. I want to find where is the. Yep, this is our top. Let's see. We get a. All right, let's just read it. If statement, unary, expect the literal, update expression value, and or not. All right, so current value, previous value. All right, I guess that's left and right, fine. If there is still an expression left, it must start with an and or an or. Value, expression, trim, index of, starts with keyboard, not. Evaluate atomic expression. Starts with the variable. Yeah, starts with the variable. Get name value pair. False expression, trim, equals. All right, cool. Let's just drop our breakpoint here and go run down. I want to pin both of these tests, and I don't want to see the other one jump. All right, there we go. All right, so get name value pair. We should see, oh my goodness, look at all this. Okay, whoa, that might have parsed more than I thought it would. Okay, so the expression is 0. All right, the original expression is all of that. Yep, all of that. The expression that's left over, the left value, the operation, and the right value. What? Okay, well, that did not work out the way I hoped. I probably could have stepped back and done it again. All right, let's see. Debug. Here we go. Down, in. All right. Oh, this is not going to be my day. This code is going to be funky. There's our original expression. And we have no out. Let's go jump in because I have a feeling this is going to take it apart. Expression starts with parenthesis. It does not. It starts with a variable. Yes, it does. Find the close parent. Handling nested parents. Yay. Ending parent. There we go. And the substring token is A. Yep. Oh, the $sign A. Expression, substring, ending parent, trim. So the expression is everything left after the variable. Okay. Return token. Left value is A, and the expression is still here, equals with the string literal. All right, fine. If it's a string literal, if it wasn't a string literal, no, it's an expression. Evaluate variable original expression. All right. Variable is A. Preprocess the string. So the variable gets evaluated to 0, which makes sense because that's what I said to put in there. Great. Return that variable. Good. Okay, great. So the left value now is no longer $parent a parent, it's now the value 0. All right, so now we got to do the operation. Get the next token, original expression, all that. Our reference expression, this double equals that. All right, so we have to go probably teach this how to deal with the double equals. All right, if it starts with a quote, it does not. Starts with a variable, does not. All right, here we go. Aha. Find the index of the equals. This is interesting, the way this does this. Just pulling off double tokens. All right, so it's not parsing. All right, so we are going to get equals here. True. Oh, 0. Yes, not -1. All the rest of you are negative. So as soon as we find one of these, why do we keep looking for them? That's really strange. Yeah. Huh. All right. Space is -1. What? Okay. What are we doing here? Less than equals. What is this? Equals with no case, right? Because it doesn't have a tilde in it. Or it's not this one because it doesn't have a tilde in it. Tilde equals. What the closing index? Oh my goodness. Closing index. Okay. This feels like a really strange way to parse all this. All right. If index is 0, we hit operator. Okay, thanks. Length 1 operators. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so it found the equals. It said its value is length is 1. I'm not rewriting this. I'm not rewriting this. I am not rewriting this. This is bonkers. Yeah, so then we just get that 1, and we return the token, the single equals. Okay. Well, clearly we need to teach this code, as funky as it is, how to find double equals as an equals. Okay. So, interestingly, less than, and then there's less than equals. So that must be special handling down here. Okay. Closing index, so that would give it a 2, I see. Is there equals in here? All right, so equals. All right, okay. I'm gonna play along for a little bit, even though this doesn't feel right, and see. Not really thrilled with the way this thing chooses to parse here. No, I refuse to rewrite the preprocessor if my goal is to get rid of it in 5. Like, it's just, or to radically change what it is in 5. It's like, no, that. But this is pretty bonkers, right? Just straight up pretty bonkers the way this is written. And to be really clear, I could have written this. It's entirely possible I wrote this. Well, let me finish. So I could have written this, and if I wrote it like in, gosh, 1999. I mean, that was like straight out of college kind of thing. Still, I should have known better. I don't understand why it's done this way. Like, what led it to start this way? Should it be first? Well, you know what? I thought the same thing. But you see here, greater than, and then greater than equals, less than, and less than equals. What it looks like it does is it figures out the minimum. Oh, that's a minimum. You're right. So how does greater than or equals? Less than equals. Closing index equals less than or equals. Oh my goodness. Or any of these things, then it's that. Yeah, so this, yeah, Bob, see it searches for both. And then down here, it's handling the doubles, the ones that are doubles, saying, oh, you're a double thing. I found a double. I found a double, therefore it must be, or I found a 2-character operator, so there it goes. Yeah, exactly. 953 is where it takes precedence. Exactly. All right, so I think I should now parse the token out of here. I will go through and check that in a moment. I want to jump back to where I was. Sorry, I'm doing my back all the way. Yeah. Such a strange way to basically eat those characters. Yeah, I want to. It's true, but I'm not seeing like double equals. But the closing equals will be set for double equals, so it should end up in here, I think. You could be wrong, Sean, but I'm going to come back. I want to go back up now. Sorry. I'm hitting back on my cursor, just kind of seeing all the things I looked at. Here we are. Yep, okay. Is operator. There we go. So we need to go teach it the is operator. That this doubles equals is an operator. Whew. Man, you never know what you're going to find on this stream. Not even I know what I'm going to find on this stream. Wow. Good stuff here. All right. And then we're going to evaluate it. Is this where the... No. Oh, I'm back in getting the evaluator. All right. Forget. Run it again. Go step through the debugger. Gotta go in here. Starts with that. Give me my value. We're happy. We have our 0 now. Left value is 0. That's good. Get next token. Let's see what we see here. All right. So equals and double equals are 0 and 0. Less than, less than, less than, closing index, and then equals negative. It doesn't. Okay, so we're gonna go find the smallest match, like the first match. And that's what that's gonna find. It's so weird. Closing index equals 0. We found an operator. That's good. And then closing index equals double equals, so we're good there. So it's going to say closing index because we hit a double-sized operator. Token expression substring closing index trim. So our token is double equals. Yay. And our expression, remaining expression is our quoted 0. That's good. Return the token. Our operation is double equals, so this should return true now. So many trims. Yay, we now have it. And why is there an if statement? This isn't, whatever. If a string literal, is that what's remaining? No, okay, did not get a string literal. Next token. Okay, hopefully this is gonna find out that, yay, we have a string literal. Cut the quotes off the string, sure. What's remaining of the expression is gonna be empty, right? Yes. Okay, so we've hit the end of our processing. Okay. So our left value is 0. Our operation is equals equals, and our right value is 0. Oh, equals equals is down. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. We need to go set our operation down here. All right, that's what I was missing. Okay. Left value, right value. Again, with the trims. Man, not messing around with the trimming here. Yeah, if the operation equals that or that. Fat fingering a lot of things right now. Okay, so there's that. Wow, that made that green. I need to add another test, single equals, to make sure I didn't break the old behavior. Preprocessor fixture. Single equals. All the single ladies. No, wait. Copyright strike. No, sorry. There we go. And let's change this to package, just so I change things up a little bit. Oh, yep, all right. It was broken and then it was good. Okay, great. Wow. So we found some funky code, but that wasn't too bad to fix in the end. Let's go see how this one does, our falsy conditions. So what do we want here? We want to get the value of A, or the variable, and then test it. The value, we want to test the value of A to see if it's true or false. Okay. So that probably means adding some new. Does that mean adding some new standard? Yeah, some new keywords to the. All right, well, let's go dig in. So 0 is, we're probably going to have to define what is allowed for 0. Okay. So let's see. I think we want to run to evaluate common. So we're going to run this guy again, or debug rather. Debug falsy condition. Whoa. Hello. All right, what did I do wrong? Oh, you're failing here. Haha. Hey, look. I forgot to fix the spelling inside the test. There we go. There we go. Now it's showing me that it has fragment as a second line instead of, it wanted WiX and close WiX, but it actually has fragment in the middle, which makes sense given the behavior described in the feature. Let's go run down. Evaluate atomic expression. Oh gosh, this is gonna do too much. Let me see. So get next token, expression. If expression starts with quote, it does not. If the expression starts with a variable, it does. So we're going to find out that this is a, right? So the token is, all right, our variable, we're going to return the expression. The remaining expression is nothing, which makes sense. There's only one part to it. The string literal, it was not a string literal. That's nice. If it wasn't a string literal, evaluate it. I guess that's the, okay. So The variable's a. The original expression is the whole thing. All right, great. By default, it's a literal variable, only be evaluated if it matches the variable format. All right, let's see what that means. Starts with that. Yes, it does. We get the value. We now have the variable value. That's great. We return the variable value. Fantastic. So we got 0. All right, all good. Get next token. But there is no more tokens. Okay. All right, cool. There is no more tokens, and that's what it said. So our operation is blank. Is that the keyword? I guess that's the keyword. We have a unary operation now. So we should just evaluate left value as left value. All right, let's see what happens. Is it an operator? No, it's not an operator. Oh, prepend the token back on the expression since it wasn't an operator. Put the quotes back on if it was a literal value. Okay, fine. So if it was a string literal, it's not. Expression. Oh. Expression is the operation plus the expression. This is going to give me this is going to give me an empty string. Oh dear. All right. If no operation, just check for existence. All right. Well, that's true. Operation is blank. Right value is blank. Great. Okay. Well, that feels pretty consistent. It says what I think I said it. You take the left value. Our operation is going to be blank. We're going to have a blank right value. Great. So if the variables don't exist, they're evaluated to null. Okay, that's not the case. If the operation length is 0, so if it's a string, right. If there is no right side of the equation, right. If the variable is evaluated, it exists, so the expression is true. Starts with variable. Well, it did. Otherwise, we got an unexpected literal. Great. So we just have to come in here and change this to be. We just change this comment. We're done, right? All right. Great. We have the left value though, right? Ah, yes, we do. We have left value, which means we can just do a whole bunch of if checks to see if it's true or false. Falsy. So I think we're going to test against falsy here. If it is any of these things, then it's false. Otherwise, everything else will be treated as true. That's probably the safest, the most, yeah. We'll have a limited set of things that are false. Okay. Groovy. I like it. So let's say if left value equals string dot empty, or left value equals 0, or left value equals false. Do we care about the case of false? No? Oh, my bad. Do we care about the case of false? What do you guys think? Or. What? Cannot compose it. What? Wait a minute. What did I? Oh, expression value. My bad. Not getting any help from chat, whether capital falses or mixture of case. Are we case sensitive, I guess is what I'm saying. The value is listed. Variable is evaluated. Test to see if it is falsy. I have a build failure? Nope, there we go. Nope, still not working. Oh ho ho, look what that thing did. The test actually went this way. Feels very JavaScripty. That's exactly what I'm doing about. No, that's not true. Why did my test continue to fail? I think we're going to stick with lowercase because the WiX Toolset attributes are all just lowercase. So I think we will stay with just that. Case sensitivity is a trap no matter how you do it. Well, how about that? String.empty pretty clearly should be false. Left value should be 0 should be left value. 0 should probably be false. The word false should be false. The word no in WiX is used for false because we're from back before they added false to XSD, and they were actually using, well, before XSD even existed. But anyway, so no, it's false, where yes is true, left is. So I think that's everything. Am I missing anything? String.empty, 0, false, no. All things that can make this false. Maybe? I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that is it. All right. So let's go look at the converter test real quick. No, that's converters. I want the converter test. Yeah. But I need a reader. I lost my file. There we go. String join new line. Okay. So actual string join new line. WiX. Come on, bro. Xml. Let's go. WiX. It doesn't actually have to be formatted like this, do I? I don't really care about the formatting. I don't really care that much. WiX. Now, to use the preprocessor with the, what do I need here? An XML Reader. Best way. XML Text Reader. Oh, probably need another namespace. What? How about using, whoops, come on. Using system.xml, right? Isn't that where XML text? Man, why was that so hard? Create from stream, input URI, text reader, stream input, string, text reader. Forgot. Do you have what I want? Oh, from the specified string. All right. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. All right, let's try to do this. String ignored path string XML. Not going to be able to reuse these things. All right, let's see. String reader from, that's just the XML. Create string reader using, I think I closed the second one. Ignored path reader. Nobody uses you. Where do we do this? All right. Not actual. Input. We'll call that input. Preprocess. Preprocess from string. There we go. All right, there we go. Ignored WXS. All right, and then input. Let's see if this will run. No, did not run because I did not. Actual is what? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, huh. I didn't put the right text in. I need to add my defines and all that. Yeah, see, and this is where life is less fun. Let's see, like that, like that, like that, like that. Come on, don't double the quotes for me, please. That. And that. Same test, right? No? Compare expected. Oh, sorry. I took the white space out. My bad. There we go. Gets rid of the needs for all the files. Probably a good thing to do. Right? That'll get rid of our need to have a file. And this is always the same. What is this input? Double equals. Man, this is I can't even name the files right. Okay, fine, whatever. You, come with me. But now I have that quote in there. Ah, yuck. Fine. You. In here with your quoted, escaped quoted strings. There we go. Preprocess from string. Get the document back out, do all that. Okay, great. With single equals, it's basically the same as this. Change this to package, change this to a single equals, grab this line, drop it in there. Woohoo! One more. Yep, with a truthy condition. Input, go. And then let's see, this needs to change to 1, not 0. All right. I'm gonna change signature and remove that. There we go. Okay, let's see. that cleans up a lot of that. So now we can run that through the preprocessor very quickly. These tests will run that much faster. Not touching the disk. Where is the Git context? All right, there we go. I think that's pretty close. Wow. I'm going to admit, that went better than I thought it would. I was pretty afraid of what we're going to find in the preprocessor. In the end, it just kind of made me sad what we found in there. But that's not for here nor there today. These should now be no longer referenced. Got the nice little bit of code. What does this say? You want me to use the base class? Yeah, fine. I don't care. Makes me no difference which XML reader you use there. Okay. Woo! That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, I created a branch already, Ramen Preproc Enhancements. Let's go ahead and just see if we can use the Visual Studio feature to actually do all this stuff. Oh, okay. We don't need this test data anymore, right? Right? Boom, gone. Whoa, I don't know why that opened. And then we need to go into here and make sure we, oh good, it got rid of the test data inclusions with us. Very good. Okay, that was cool. All right, now we do the Git changes. Let's see, the solution changed. I'd like to see that diff. Can you show me that diff? Thank you. I don't like side-by-side. I know some people do. It's not my favorite. Let's see, inline mode, please. There we go. Yes, that line was added and then a whole bunch of random goo at the bottom, right? So we added a new project, that's fine. In the preprocessor, I have to double click? Okay, fine. What do? We added the new double equals operation. Can I hit, what's the key? Control F8, Control Shift F8? I need to change that, but fine, I'll deal with it for now. And what do? All right, that was just some code cleanup. Should have committed that before I did all this, huh? All right, should we try to see if I can do these things? All right, so then we added the Control Shift equals. I do not like the way this works. All right, Control Shift 8, that is, sorry, not equals. Control Shift 8, I was reading the word double equals right in front of me. All right, so we added double equals operator, and then we did this weird parsing thing, and then made it a 2-character thing, and then this is the other issue we fixed. There's the rest of the double equals line and all that. Okay. Okay, cool. Then we added this test project with all this stuff in it. Okay, so let's try to do submit only partial. Can I do that in this Visual Studio? I think I'm supposed to be able to. So can I submit, commit? I would like to commit this. All right, Zach, you said this is possible, right? Or maybe you were talking in... that didn't do it. How do I get it to submit only these lines? Get, oh, maybe these? No, inline mode, ignore trim white space, auto synchronize views. Okay. Get, commit or stash, push. I want to do just the lines. Not sure this is going to let me do it. I'm not sure this is going to let me do it. Right clicking. Oh, get, commit or stash. View history, undo changes. Definitely don't want to undo changes. I want to, commit isn't the right word there. Is it? If I say, all right, let's just push commit. Worst comes to worst, I can pull it out. Oh, they're adding it to 22 soon. All right, well, I am ahead of my time. No, that's not at all true. Okay, cool. We'll come back here. Let's see if I could do this with code then. I haven't tried doing this with code either. Oh, wait. Too close. Code. Let's code WiX 4. Here we go. Code. Let's code WiX 4. All right, here we are trying to use our tools. Okay, first thing I wanted to test, preprocessor. I'm already on my branch, so that's good. That's that line. That is not the line I wanted. Next line. Yes, I want these lines. Can you commit these for me? Nope. Nope. Yeah. I really wanted this to work. Dot, 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 inline view, stash selected ranges. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, so let's, wait, how do I stash the deleted? If I do that and then I say stash, no, I don't want I want stage. That's what, stage selected things. Let's see what happens. Control K, Control Alt S. Holy cow, that is a very long chord. All right, that's good. Yes, good. All right. It has a way of doing it here. Okay. I want all of these. Let's see if it'll go. Drag and then right click. Now I see I'm getting copy change lines. I'm not getting that. I have to come up this little window, it seems. Stage selected ranges, please. Yes, good. So far, so good. All right. What else did I do in here? Okay, that's that. This is our double equals part. Closing equals. The falsy part. I want these things in, that's good. So Control K, I would not be able to do those. And that's the bottom. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. So what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say minor code. Oh, maybe I should, you're saying inline, maybe. All right, I'll try that next. I will try. This still feels very unnatural to me. I'm used to using source tree, which has a completely different view, but this is fine. I want to experiment here a little bit. We've got the extra time here today. Feels nice not being pressed just to try to make something work. Okay, so this file, I want to add the whole file. For the preprocessor fixture, I'm going to add almost the whole file. Well, not almost. I don't know. I don't know if that's fair. Oh, can I add ranges of a file that's not been added yet? Yeah, I can. Very good, very good. With single equals and double equals, we'll do that first. Single equals and double equals. Stage selected lines. All right, just for the record, for people that are following along at home, this is mostly just an experiment to see if I can do this. I've been using source tree for a long time, and I like its visualization of the history, but I wouldn't mind having one fewer tools to use. Can I unstage this line? Don't want to undo that. It's interesting. Or maybe, oh, I have to go here probably. Show me the stage stuff, yes. And then let's not stage the second. Yes, I thought there was two here. So unstage selected ranges. Okay, good. So far, so good. This is not too bad. Now, what are we doing? We're doing the double equals, so definitely stage. Oh, and you said try the not inline view. Okay, let's see. So if I right click here, stage selected ranges. Yeah. Those of us in inline view are missing out, I guess. All right, stage selected ranges. This is easier from their point of view because I could see, you could stage the deletes easier this way. Because selecting the red is hard. I want all of that too, right? Yeah, okay. This is not a bad experience. Not a terrible experience. Okay, and then I need this one. Stage selected ranges. Sweet. Yes, this project, please stage the whole project. There we go. So that leaves us just with our falsity test. Yeah, like, see, this is not the way I'm used to reading the world. It's interesting. And then our preprocess fixture has our falsity and truthy condition test. All right, great. So what am I doing here? What's the change here? Yes, right. Support double equals. I am missing my helper here. I want my 72 character line helper thing. Is there a way to make this bigger? No. Views. No. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. All right. Sort port double equals as comparison in preprocessor. As operator. Okay. So there we go. Added all that. And that check will commit. Okie dokie. Now for the ending. Boom. No. Oh, okay. So you can click on changes and submit all changes. All right, cool. Let's look at what we got here. Yes, that's the test I added. And that is the preprocessor change. That was a nice contain change. All right. So what are we doing here? Issue number in commit message. Oh, I've gone back and forth on putting the issue number in the commit message versus putting it in the PR. I've gone either ways. I thought, Sean, you said at one point you said you preferred it in the, not in the commit message? I don't remember. Or in the, I don't know, I could do it either way. At FireGiant, we put them in the commit message because Azure DevOps, which we use there, it wires it all up really nicely. It refers to both the pull request and the commit, and it's easy to get to all those things. I guess on GitHub, the ties are a little different. Oh, it'll highlight in yellow and display a message under the box if you go over 50, 72. Oh, I'll take that then. Fair enough. That basically no UI until you need UI. So it yellow if you go over 50 and then red if you go to 72. That's pretty good. I like it. All right. Let me see. What is this? What is this? I only put the text of the issue number in the commit message to avoid annoying message everywhere to GitHub that mentioned the commit. I do the full link only in this. Oh, so you put like the number. What's an example, Sean, of the text that you use in your messages? I'm curious. Let's see. I don't even remember. How is this thing worded? All right. Evaluate, stand alone, variable for, I'm going to do this truthiness in the preprocessor. Aha! There you go. There it is. As a separate line at the bottom of the commit without the quotes. Yeah, without the quotes. All right, I could do that. All right, let's see. Then we can try to do one more thing. Where are we at? Oh, we're almost out of time. We gotta get this done. No, it's fine. I've lost the number. 4770. Right? This is 4770. 4770. Right? Always true, guys. Yeah, evaluate standalone values with truthiness. There it is. 14 characters over 50 in the current line. That's fine. 72 is my line. Fixes. So if I do that, it won't. Yeah, see, the problem with this, if I say fixes, if I put a number in there, it'll actually refer to another pull request if there ever was one in that history with these numbers. Now, our numbers are so high, it won't. If I don't put a number, then it won't link them together even in the future. That's interesting. I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's see. All right, I want to try this then. Let's see. Okay, so I can commit this. I have no changes. Oh, publish branch. I really want to push that, but I want to edit my history. Bummer. I can't do that from here. We're going to do it from the command line. I'm over time. Rebase. Let's see. Real fast. Get rebase dash I. And drop a tag. Just kind of paranoid. Get rebase dash I. Develop. Okay, here we go. I want to reword this one. Reword. Do numbers link to PRs? I thought they do. Or maybe that's, again, maybe that's only in Azure DevOps that they do. Because I know they do in Azure DevOps. Okay, that. I want to reword that one. Go. Yes, thank you. Fixes. What number was that? No, not that one. Where is it? Preprocessor condition fixes 5880. Yeah, 5880. There we go. We'll do that. Cool, cool, cool. You happy? All right, what happens when I publish branch? I want this to give me the PR option too, but I don't have any GitHub extensions in there. Would you like code to periodically run fetch? I think so. Just fetch, it's fine. But yeah, see, now I've lost my little command line that gives me the thing that takes me, that gives me the link that goes straight to where I need to go to create a, oh, not, habits. All right, back to the browser. GitHub, WiX Toolset, WiX 4. Compare pull request. Compare and pull request, please. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Two simple preprocessor enhancements. Fixes WiX Toolset / issues number 4770. Fixes WiX Toolset / issues number 5880. Great pull request. Boom. And there we go. So that was awesome. I wasn't sure we'd get through both of those. It feels really good to get through both of those. That'll be 2 more off the list at the end of the day, slowly inching the way towards 40 and then 30, 20, 10. And so to get it all checked off. So anyway, that was fun. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back next week. And meantime, you guys keep coding. You know I am.